Ta-da! It was very dark outside, but this was because it is dark all winter in the North Pole. It was actually still before dinner time, and Santa Danny was double checking that he had all of the presents that he would need for the night. It was a very big number, much higher than Chibiko could count to. Fortunately, although it was very cold, the sky was clear and many stars twinkled beautifully against it. Santa Danny finished counting and looked up at his sleigh. The elves had prepared a chicken for him to eat later, but he expected that he would fill up on milk and Christmas cake and cookies and whatever else might be left out for him while he worked. He put the chicken into a spare pink gift box and climbed aboard. It had been a tough year, so he had granted the reindeer a special holiday break on the moon. To help him out, they had left him some magic dust which should help the sleigh fly. One way to find out. Onward, Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and... Wait, you're not here, Santa Danny said. I guess let's just go? The sleigh took off at great speed. It looked wonderful, flying against a backdrop of sparkling stars. But then it became cloudy. Santa Danny was a bit sad that he couldn't see the sky, but at least it was still safe to fly. But then it started to become snowy. It was very cold, but Santa Danny kept flying. Then it became rainy. Santa Danny had to be very careful not to fall as he dug up a blanket to throw over the toy sack, just to be extra sure that all of the presents wouldn't get too wet. But then, just as he was almost finished, it became very, very windy. The wind caught an untouched corner of the blanket and Santa Danny's sled started to spiral out of control. It spun towards the ground, just outside of the city. Crash! Santa Danny bounced across the ground. Everything was blurry and he felt quite dizzy. He stood up and tried to get his bearings. Where was his sleigh? Never mind that. There were presents scattered everywhere. He would have to pick them all up first. And he would have to hurry. He had many deliveries to make. He found a yellow present beside a giant candy cane. He was very hungry, so he ate the candy cane. Then he found an orange present next to an old stocking. He was still hungry, so he ate the stocking as well. After this, he found a blue present next to a tree. He still wasn't full, so he ate the tree. Finally, he could see the sleigh. There was a pink present just in front of it. He didn't want to eat his sleigh, so he ate the present. Ah, full at last. Chibiko woke up very suddenly. He was sweating. He looked at the time. He had overslept. On Christmas Day! Danny was visiting for a big lunch. He had to hurry to get ready. Chibiko had only finished getting the plates out when his doorbell rang. Happy holidays, Danny said. Merry Christmas, Chibiko replied, and then paused. Is something wrong? Danny asked. I I had a strange dream, Chibiko said. You were Santa, and you crashed, and you lost some presents, and you ate many strange things, and I overslept, he admitted. Lunch isn't ready yet. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it, Danny said. It looks like the real Santa left you a present. Let's open that first. Chibiko went and picked up his gift. It was certainly nicely wrapped. I wonder what it is, Danny said. I got a basketball. Chibiko was silent. Well, Danny said, what is it? It's... Chibiko said. His voice was full of disbelief. It's chicken! How lucky, Danny said. It smells good. We can have lunch after all. I guess we can, Chibiko said happily. The chicken was cooked perfectly, and so Chibiko and Danny enjoyed a delicious holiday lunch together. Although as they ate, Chibiko couldn't help but wonder if his friend had a very important, maybe even magical secret.